touched the lives of many, including those right here in Rochester. Atia Collins spoke to a nun who treated Lewis after he was beaten on that bloody Sunday in Alabama. Atia joins us live now. Atia, what was the discussion like today?
Well, that's exactly right, Jack. Very heartwarming discussion. I learned a lot. It was here, the nun was here at the St. Joseph's of Rochester. She said she met with Lewis on more than one occasion and really learned a lot about his legacy and what he means to the community here in Rochester.
He just had such goodness and such generosity of spirit. He is going to be missed.
Sister Barbara Lum of St. Joseph's here in Rochester was part of the group of volunteers in the hospital in Salem, Alabama, the same hospital Lewis was brought to when he was attacked by police in what is known as Bloody Sunday.
I had been caring for patients in the emergency room. I stepped out for some reason, and he was right there on a stretcher, but it was early in the afternoon. And somebody said to me, "That's John Lewis."
John Lewis can be seen here attending Louise Slaughter's funeral in Rochester. On another trip to the city, he met with the Sisters of St. Joseph's, thanking them for that day in Alabama.
Whenever he gives a talk, whenever he gave a talk and knew there were sisters in the audience, he would bring that up and say, "The Sisters of St. Joseph of Rochester saved my life in Selma on Bloody Sunday." Yeah, so very generous in his giving us credit.
Sister Lum described Lewis as joyful and generous, always telling those around him to get into good trouble and campaign for change. She says his passing comes at a time when our nation and those in Congress need his wisdom.
And the hatred that is still out there is very disconcerting. And I'm sure his heart was broken many times in seeing that. And yet, I believe he was a man who never lost hope. What I hope is that we can carry John Lewis's spirit forward and really make some changes in this world. The kind of changes that he tried to make through his whole career, I think we still need work.
Now, Sister Lum says that the group here at St. Joseph's will remember Lewis's legacy going forward, and she believes that the work that he did will help to create change for our future communities. Reporting live in Rochester, Atia Collins.